Hi, this is Jihang from Programming 2, and today I'm going to talk about my new homework, which topic is stack and queue. Uh, this week, we're kind of similar with last one, but there's just only two different with last week is the stack and the queue. We add the stack and the queue in the this homework. What is a stack? Stack is um, last in, first out. They're just imagine there's a container, and imagine there's like a five element, and if we want to insert an one element, we have to insert in the last one, and if we want to put one, so just we just take take out the first one. So that is last in, first out, right? And what is a queue? So queue is a first in, first out. Whenever we want to insert one, just insert in the first one and take out the first one too, right? And all right, talk about my homework, my code. Okay, so we still have a DB class and the employee class and the node class is exactly same from is exactly same with last week. So the first one, I'm gonna talk about my DB class. Okay, DB class. There's some different, right? So the class DB, right? And in the private, we have two items new, the node pointer in the front and the node pointer rear. This means in the link there's the single link in the list from last week, right? The list, the first one is the first one, the rear is the last one. That means pointer to the first node in the link in the list, and the second one pointer to the last node in the list, right? And that's all. That's the print header. That's all the print and the constructor, destructor, and what is the EQ? So EQ is insert data into the bag, because the is a queue. Queue is the first no is the last in, first out. So queue, so insert a data into the back in the last one, and the DQ is get the data from the front, first out, right? And I use the booting function, booting type, if yeah, and if check the stack is empty, and we use the pop and the push, right? And whenever the stack is full, is same thing, and the display the O stream and the Q empty exception. I will talk about this exception later. Okay, and right now I'm going to my node class, right? Because this include the node class, and there's one more thing I need to explain. The node class is no, the DB class is a friend class of node class, right? What is a friend class? That means this class, the friend class can access the private and the protected uh, member into with another friend class. That means DB class can access. No. Wait. The node class can access the DB class, right? Is the friend class, right? So just only node can access DB, but DB cannot access the node class. The node class, I have a employee, the pointer, and just point to an object from employee class, and the node.next point to the object from the node class. There's okay in the node the constructor is whenever constructor is what's that called? Oh, constructor is automatically called when object created, right? It's automatically called when the object created. So going to the node CPP file, I'm gonna talk later. It's a friend class of DB. So this is the DB class. I'm going to the node.cpp now. Okay. Node.cpp I have to include the employee.h and the node.h, right? Yeah, employee and the node. And the constructor, when the emp equal to none and the next equal to none, right, is automatically called. When the object is created, the constructor is automatically called. And the constructor too, and the destructor if emp delete emp and just print it out, right? And right now I'm going to my db.cpp db.cpp. Okay, no, actually I'm going to talk about employee.h. So the class employee and the private, there's a salary employee and the information from last week, the code, the SSN, the first name, last name, department, role, salaries. This all under the private. And this one is the size of the employee and the public constructor. That's all. Let's see, employee.cpp. Actually, there's nothing new in this week. Employee though, let me just check. Oh, the deep employee.cpp. Yes, there's some. Let me see. I believe this code all from the last week, so there's nothing new. Let me talk about the db.cpp, right? So db class called the db the object, yeah, and the cout db is called, and the from equal to none and the rear equal to none, the size equal to 0. This is a default constructor. Default constructor is already set in the set up the how to say the function, and the db class and the eq. This the node pointer n equal to node new node, and if rear equal to none, and the from equal to the back and equal to n. That's gonna say the node pointer, right? And the else and next equal to n, the size plus plus. Okay, and delete, and the dq and the eq and the dq. There's the two functions. dq is insert, and the dq is pull the value from the list, display, and the print header. Remember from db class, there's the print header function. The next one, print, and the destructor, and destructor is delete the new the temp. So the node pointer temp equal to the front, and I use the while loop because while loop is the best options in this class. Whenever the temp is not equal to none, the from equal to front, and the next, and so the delete the temp, the temp equal to front. So it's just like a circle is going to back from the first one going to the next one going to the first one. Yeah. And let me see the min.cpp. Go to my main. The first one, the upstream. Oh, I have to include the employee.h and the db.h. Yeah. There's one thing. There's an oh yeah, the node.h. We don't see the node.h because the node.h is the friend of db.h. So we just include the db.h is automatically called node.h. So just only one. That's enough. In the main function, the upstream in, that means I have a txt file. I need to open employee.txt. That's the read the txt file. And if I've fail and print out this file cannot be opened in the exit. In the input db the input going to the db class and the employee db, the while loop, right? And if input not equal to from the employee db eq. And I have another output is after like how many eq for employee, right? Like the how many gonna display the employee.dp, right? And the next one, like how many employee to dp, dq, and the c and the count and the if fail and the clear and then I have the break and after dq. Oh yeah, this thing is I talked about before, the exception. There's a try and a catch, right? So I use the first one. I use a for loop integer I equal to 0 and I less than the count and I plus plus try. So try is going to employ db class the object dq, right? So whenever the object is equal to the catch, so the catch just like catch a ball, catch this function. So this function just automatically going to the this one. If not, just they're not gonna print anything, right? And the exception queue is empty. Yeah. And the return 0 employee db display and return 0. Yeah, I believe that's all. Thank you.